Assalamu alaikum. This is Crypto PNL, and we're going to talk about BTC and what am I seeing here, or what do I expect from this market. This market is creating lots of people are scared, technically speaking, and people are not happy with the market. And this is the first sign that the rally is near, and sort of the bottom is near. I mean, if we see the greed index, Bitcoin. Let me see the greed index on the Bitcoin. This is very important metric. That's 29. So still people are holding well in my opinion. So this is the weekly chart, and first we go to the monthly chart. And if we go to the monthly chart, go to the closest one. Now this monthly chart, as it is telling you, and what I see from this area is that this area is the key support we have here, which is around from the range of 47 to 43,300 dollar. This is the key support in my personal opinion. And if this market is bullish, and if it is going to break the high again, which looks like it is possible, so anything I want to see here is the touch of this low on this, maybe the low touched, or maybe we sweep into this area to grab more liquidity from this area and move to the upside. But this should happen very quick, this area of 37 and onward. So in my personal opinion, there are in my opinion that we may not, I'll be very bullish if this candle get above this low. Very bullish. Like if this candle close above this low, I'll be bullish. But right now, there is a probability that we can sweep that low. And there is a probability that we can sweep that low from that angle, or like we punch up and we come down. But I think there is some time in this market. In my opinion, this market will take some time now. Yeah, this market will take some time. So we have this area, in my opinion, that what I'm seeing here is that I think we are going to be in that range for some time. I expect that price may come down here and create something like this. जैसे कि we had this one, we had this range here, and some same thing like happened here, that we had some range here. Yeah, kind of probability like this one we had. Yeah, this one we had this range, like a range. Price makes a range before going to the upside. Like here we created, we went down, doubled, and then now we are here somewhere, and we are creating this area of interest, in my opinion. So there is a probability, and we can spend some time. And I'll be very bearish to see if we close below this low on the weekly scale. This is the weekly chart. I don't mind any wick into these areas, into this low. I don't mind between 36 this area, because this area is a pretty decent, because that's the low candle. That's the low candle. Like this area is a candle of low candle. There is a probability that we can wick into it again, and we can wick into this area of, and usually I think the mid of it can be triggered. Now we can come here at 35, 30, 36 more likely, this high, so we can touch it. So probability, in my opinion. So I'll be very extremely bullish, extremely cautious here, as long as, because in my opinion this area is not yet been touched again. So there are more possibilities that if we touched here and drop, then we can come down here again. So I'll be very cautious. I would like to see, मैं चाहूँगा कि price create this small high, came down, sweep these lows, and then go up. That would be more bullish. I don't want we go up and then we come down. That will come bring us here into this area then, because अगर हम थोड़ा सा ऊपर जाके नीचे आते हैं तो more likely we are not enough to break it. And if we go up and grab all the liquidity, doesn't look good to me. So BTC, in my opinion, right now, it does look कि ये area जो है, this order block, this weekly block is holding the price extremely good, and but this wick is pretty not of my liking. I would like to see that this wick may get filled sometime, like BTC did in all the cases it had. It used to fill all the wicks, like here. Sometimes it doesn't fill all of it, but it does fill most of it wicks, like here, like here. Yeah, BTC likes to fill the wicks, even though, like, if this goes down and then we filled it. So we filled it. So even though if BTC wants to go down, there is a probability that BTC fill it again, fill it, and then go up. So there's a probability. So I think if you are bidding BTC, and I think if you are looking for a long opportunity in this market, so simple game. I'll tell you what my way of doing it. I build a range here for you, and I go to the daily now. Show you. This is the range. So this is the range. Okay, that's the range. That's the high. That's the low. I'll drop the line here. I'll drop the line here. This is the low, and watch a second. And this is the high. All right. This is the high, and this is the low. So if we have a high here, we have a low here. All right. I'll what I'm going to do, I'm going to off my risk here. I mean, I look for shots here. Yeah, and I have to look for longs here. So longs here, shots here. You understand my point? I think I'll look for, like, this area is your risk off, and this area is your risk on, as for trader, in my opinion. Go risk on. Yeah, let me cancel it. So if you're trading this is your risk on area. You can try, you try more money. Now we are in the middle of it. This is the tempting zone. Most of those people जिनके पास patience नहीं होता, they get stuck. This is the middle range. So from the high to the low, I think we are in the middle of the range. This is not a range to try the longs. You can try the longs to the high side, but keep a stop below this low now. Always wait for it, because as I told you, this area, this area, this is the premium now. This is the premium range. This is premium. This is premium. And this is our discounted price. So this is the discounted price, and this is the premium price. So where you gonna buy? आप कहाँ buy करना चाहेंगे? I think you're gonna buy in this area. So anything below this range, because मेरा opinion ये है, एक बात और आपको मैं बता देता हूँ. So I'll be very. So मैं ये expect कर रहा हूँ price से, because in my opinion this is this order block, or this is the mitigation block. Price इधर तक attract हो सकती है. So I think if price would like to come into 53K range and then it drop, so kind of like this kind of action can happen. और ये जो हमारे equal lows हैं, they are like magnet. प्राइस इनमें भी आ सकती है, equal lows हैं, अगर आप इनको गौर करें. प्राइस equal lows को usually likes to tag. Now these are the equal lows. Liquidity है इसके नीचे. इस लो के बाद प्राइस ने इक्वल लोज क्रिएट किए, तो प्राइस लाइक्स टू कम डाउन, जैसे कि ये इक्वल लोज थे, प्राइस ने क्या किया, प्राइस केम डाउन ओवर इट। सो देयर इज अ प्रोबेबिलिटी, ये इक्वल लोज नहीं थे बिकॉज, लेकिन रिलेटिव थे। सो अभी यहाँ भी लोज हैं, ये इक्वल लोज काइंड ऑफ इक्वल लोज हैं, प्राइस इधर आ सकती है, तो कीप एन आई ऑन इट, इस पे परेशानी वाली बात नहीं है। आई एम स्टिल थिंकिंग दैट वी कैन हैव अनदर मूव टू द अपसाइड, बट आई विल बी वेरी बेरिश अगर हमारी वीकली कैंडल्स इससे नीचे क्लोज होने शुरू होगी और $30,000 से एक भी कैंडल नीचे क्लोज होती है, द गेम ओवर फॉर बुल्स। Then we expect the low targets of, even though we can expect these targets, then these highs, because lots of liquidity is sitting in these areas. Like अगर हम इसको देखें, so this area has lots of liquidity, lots of money sitting up, and I still think there's no volume in the market. So market is just creating that woe. So in easy words, let's discuss about it. The two levels that I'm watching. First level, these lows, these are the equal lows on the index chart. I think ये lows sweep हो सकते हैं, तो फिर ये low भी sweep हो सकता है, तो ये wick भी sweep हो सकती है. I'm looking for this high to short the market, which is at 53,300. I'll be very bearish on this level. So इस लेवल पे मैं रिस्क ऑफ करूंगा और इस लेवल पे मैं रिस्क ऑन करूंगा. फ्रॉम दिस विक इस लेवल पे मैं रिस्क ऑन करूंगा. सो इट्स अ गुड एंट्री हेयर, बैड एंट्री हेयर. यस, इफ अगर हमारी डेली कैंडलें यहाँ से अगर हमारी डेली कैंडलें 53 से ऊपर क्लोज होती हैं, एंड दिस इज व्हाट वी डू, then I think that's the only hurdle that BTC will have is this high, because there is enough liquidity sitting above this high, these highs at $61,000. There is a liquidity gap here. So ये भी एक मैग्नेट की तरह काम करती है. जैसे आप मैग्नेट के सामने पेपर क्लिप रखें, तो पेपर क्लिप फेंके मैग्नेट की तरफ, तो किधर जाएंगी, डायरेक्ट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल देता हूँ, दिस एरिया इज अ मैग्नेट, और ड्रॉ कर लेता हूँ, दिस एरिया इज लाइक अ मैग्नेट. अब अगर आप यहाँ से पेपर क्लिप फेंकें ऊपर से, तो कहाँ जाएंगे, ऑब्वियसली हेयर जाएंगे. और इसी तरह ये हाइज भी मैग्नेट हैं. अगर प्राइस इधर से बाउंस करती है, तो मोर लाइकली इट विल नॉट going to break hold this level, it will go into this level, and this is big area demand. This is the area, this floor has a lot to offer in the market, because ये floor may be going to be a biggest floor in the history of Bitcoin. So अगर आप पेशेंस रखते हैं, तो इस फ्लोर के अंदर, इस विक के नीचे, इस विक के करीब प्राइसेस को अंदर करें. मेरा जो पर्सनल ओपिनियन है, एक पुश हो सकता है प्राइस के अंदर इस एरियाज में से. आई थिंक ये पुश यूं हो सकता है कि प्राइस इधर आए एंड देन गो अप. सॉरी, देन बट माय ओपिनियन जो मैंने आपको बताया है कि दिस इज योर एरिया ऑफ इंटरेस्ट, दिस इज योर एरिया ऑफ इंटरेस्ट, दिस इज द रिस्क ऑन सेटअप. आपने कोई चीज़ बाय करनी है, इन एरियाज में बाय करें. अगर आपने कोई चीज़ और बाय करनी है बुलिश होकर कंफर्मेशन पे, तो आपने इस एरिया के होल्ड के ऊपर बाय करनी है. इफ देयर इज अ वीकली कैंडल क्लोज अबव इट, you can buy it, enough time to rally. So those who are waiting with patience will be rewarded, inshallah. So this is my personal opinion. So I'm waiting for it, and inshallah we will be rewarded. So हमने पेशेंस के साथ करना है. ईद के बारे में आपको कुछ बता देता हूँ. ETH, where is ETH? ETH creating good structure here, lots of good structure here, but still I think ETH इस एरिया में आ सकता है, स्पेशली इस एरिया में. ये जो हमारा जो स्पेस है, ये कैंडल, ये जो हमारा एरिया है, एरिया ऑफ माय एरिया ऑफ इंटरेस्ट, दिस $32,000, $3,200, दिस एरिया, आई थिंक ETH, इन माय ओपिनियन, ये जो कैंडल्स हैं, ये दो कैंडल्स के बीच में जो गैप है, दिस इज इनएफिशिएंसी, दिस एरिया. सो ETH अगर हम प्रिसाइजली करें, तो ये एरिया है. I think ETH can come into that area. So I'll bid something here. ETH can easily come into this area, and probably that's the low that we are waiting for. और अभी ये हो सकता है ETH can come here and bounce here from here into this level of interest, and then we go back, grab these lows, and then we will return to the bull market, because ये equal lows हैं, okay, और उससे पहले ये हमारा inefficiency है या fair value gap है, so it could be filled. So my opinion, और ETH एक प्रॉपर स्ट्रक्चर दे रहा है हमें, एक स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ high lows, lower low, and then there is a lower high, and then we have a low, and then we have another low, and then from there we can have this beautiful wedge pattern, which I'm thinking can happen here. So I'm just skimming, and yes, आप bullish तब हो सकते हैं on the ETH अगर ETH अपने इस एरिया को क्लेम करता है पहले और इस एरिया को भी क्लेम कर लेता है. So these are the breakers now. $45,000, $4,500, like इससे रिजेक्ट होकर if it holds the $44,000, this is where I'll be interested to look for the longs, for the highs. And ETH is beautifully creating that this is in सब इस ट्रेंड लाइन के ऊपर डॉलर्स, आई मीन लिक्विडिटी है, तो ये हमेशा एक्सेप्टेबल होती है. जैसे आपको एग्जांपल दे दूं, इस ट्रेंड लाइन के नीचे लिक्विडिटी थी, सारी लिक्विडिटी है. सो डू यू थिंक इट्स बीन डन? दिस इज द लिक्विडिटी, नाउ दिस इज द लिक्विडिटी, और हमने ऑलमोस्ट सारी लिक्विडिटी ले ली है फ्रॉम दिस लाइन. इफ यू लुक इनटू इट, लाइक अगर आप इसको देखें तो दिस इज द लिक्विडिटी ऑन दिस लाइन. समझने की कोशिश करें, प्राइस लिक्विडिटी इस लाइन, इसके ऊपर लिक्विडिटी है, इसके ऊपर लिक्विडिटी का मतलब मेरा कहने का ये है, इनके ऊपर स्टॉप्स हैं, इनके ऊपर, इनके नीचे स्टॉप्स थे, फिल्ड, अब इनकी बारी है. ये ऑलमोस्ट इसने ग्रैब कर लिया है बट नॉट एबल टू ब्रेक इट. सो आई थिंक देयर इज अ प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट वी कम डाउन इनटू दीस एरियाज. सो आई एम my focus is in this area. Now this area of 3000 to, this is my pocket, this is my pocket of ETH. अगर मैं ETH को दोबारा इंटरेस्टेड हूँ तो मैं इस एरिया के अंदर ETH को जरूर बाय करूँ. आई थिंक प्राइस इसमें आ सकती है 3200 से लेकर $3000 के अंदर, और ये इक्वल लो भी स्वीप हो सकते हैं, लेकिन ये एरिया बहुत की है 2800. सो प्राइस इस एरिया से एक बाउंस दे सकती है आपको, और हाई टाइम फ्रेम ऑर्डर्स या लेवल्स में हमेशा इन्हीं एरियाज में करूँगा. सो दीज कैन बी ट्रिगर्ड. ये एक बहुत बड़ा इवेंट होगा, यानी अगर यहाँ प्राइस आती है, मिसाल के तौर पर अगर यहाँ प्राइस आती है तो ये बहुत क्विक मूव होगा. तो put your bids between these areas and wait with your hand down. Right? All the best, my dear. Assalamu alaikum.